Hello and welcome to another episode of Justin Plays Arena. My name is Justin, of course, and today we are going to be continuing where we left off a couple days ago with our Warrior draft. Let's go ahead and look at the draft and see how we've been doing. So as you can see from this draft, we have a very huge focus to the mid to late game. So we're trying to take advantage of the early tempo we can gain from the board control in that phase. We have two Fiery War Axes, a Deathbite, and a Gorehowl. We also noticed yesterday that Hobgoblin is having quite a bit of success. We had the Dream. We got a Hobgoblin plus one of the minions. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 with Micro Machine that can be affected by Hobgoblin. So I think moving forward, it's going to be a huge emphasis in our games. Right now we're 2-0. Let's go ahead and jump into it, see if we can get a few more wins today. While this is queuing up, I just want to let everyone know that moving forward, we are going to be creating hopefully a video a day with maybe 2 days out of the week without videos. And we're going to be trying our best to get as much content as we can out there. I'll primarily be focusing on Hearthstone, while he will be focusing on a couple other different games. As far as this season goes, I'm going to actually be playing Arena until the end of the month. And then moving forward, hopefully we can get some kind of construct going on. I've never been Legend, and my goal is to hit Legend. This is actually a great hand to start with. Slam, I'm going to actually throw away because we have the Fiery War Axe, and I'll keep the Raging Worgen. Let's see what we get in place of that. The Wisp. Okay, so we already got the Dreams team started. We just need turn 3 Hobgoblin, and then that's a very good tempo play. And we got Sir Finley Murgleton. And so I think the best one in this case is clearly Fire Blast. And we could actually coin out the Clockwork Gnome, but I'm going to actually try to save the coin for Raging Worgen, because we can actually play out Raging Worgen on turn 3. In this case, we'll be using the Fiery War Axe, but alright. So far, we got a really good tempo. Not only do we have weapons, because basically, like right now, we can clear any minion that's 4. Guaranteed. On top of that, this Fire Blast I think is going to be crucial, and like I said right here, it's kind of insanely overpowered, but so we have two options here. We can Fire Blast and then throw out the Clockwork Gnome, or we can go ahead and throw out one of these other brutes and just clear it with that. Right now I'm going to try to just use this as much as I can. This is why I think Sir Finley Murgleton is going to be really an MVP when it comes to this arena, because Warrior's hero power is not good. Let's face it. With 2 armor, it's not really doing much for us, and it's not going to help us moving forward. But, and I just thought about this, we have actually the combo. So next turn we can actually do quite a bit of damage here. We can throw out the Ogre Brute, and then we can Wind Fury up the Worgen, put on 8 damage to his face. Possibly help us clear some higher attack minions as well. But getting back to what we're planning on doing in the future, I actually want to try to get Legend next season. I've never been Legend before, so it's always been kind of a goal for me. And I think it's definitely possible. It's just a matter of how much work am I willing to put in. And I think moving forward, the answer to that is going to be quite a bit. So we are going to either have to choose Jungle Panther or Ogre Brute. I'm going to go ahead and pick Ogre Brute. Just a little more on the field. And next turn we can actually get a Gorehowl out, which is going to get us a lot of tempo. in this game. The first deck I really want to try when it comes to constructed is, actually I've been playing it for a long time, a list for Malagos Shaman, one turn kill, and I think moving forward that deck's going to get stronger and stronger in this meta. I'm just looking forward to how well it's going to actually end up doing. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and coin out the Gorhow, get that developed. As far as why I'm holding the Wisp, there's no point to play a 0-cost 1/1 against a rogue who can clear it with a weapon easily. Especially with Fire Blast, I already have the power to... Okay. So that's a little bit of an interesting play there. So I do have to be careful how much damage I'm taking. So with Rogue, they can do some burst damage. It's worth noting. I think this is going to be the combo wombo here.
Give me a quest.
Wanna blow something up? But of course.
Okay, we got a couple cards out of that. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Wisp out because I can develop my questing adventure even higher. Now we got 10 health. It's not the best. We do have board control, but we have to be careful moving forward.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, be.
It's time for a little blood.
Okay. I'm gonna get a very cheap Volcanic Drake here.
Of course. Oh, yeah, you got it.
Quest accepted.
There we go.
I can take the hit.
Alright, so I think we're in a very dominant board position here. And we did heal a bit with that armor, so we're going to stay alive, I think, for sure this turn. Very difficult to pull out 14 damage as a rogue. 9, a little bit easier. Now he has the Assassin's Blade. That's 6. So he's just going to clear out the Questing Adventurer. Unfortunately for him, that puts me at 15, which is enough to win.
I will be your death. Brace your impact.
Alright, that's game 1. 3-0 so far. Let's go ahead and queue up for another game. I think the questing adventure is actually going to be pretty strong as well, just considering the fact that we have so many 2-drops and lower. There's a lot of synergy between the questing adventure and a bunch of really low drops, especially late game. I've also noticed the Battle Rage is pulling a lot of card draw for us, which is kind of something we don't really have in the deck. So in this case, I'm going to get rid of all these cards. The 3 drops are not strong enough to keep without the coin, and we need something earlier. Fortunately, we didn't get anything, so hopefully we end up pulling out a 2-drop or a 1-drop on the first draw. Otherwise, it might be kind of difficult for us to get that initial board presence, but I'm confident we'll get it. We have to get a 2-drop next time. That'd be kind of unlucky. Let's see if he has anything on turn 1. Lucky for us, no. I'm gonna go ahead and develop the Oax because I want to play Jungle Panther next turn, and I know I might need to use this axe. There's a chance he has Ooze. If he has Ooze, that's unfortunate for us. Looks like in this case he does not. I'm gonna play out. Now it's the choice between Surf Friendly Murgleton and a Hero Power and Jungle Panther. I think Surf Friendly Murgleton's better. Because we need to get that developed immediately. Totemic Call. Went ahead and broke that Haunted Creeper up, and we actually got a pretty nice totem here. You'll either have to clear that with his Fire Blast or sacrifice one of those spiders. Either way, we're taking care of that Haunted Creeper in a very tempo-esque fashion.
Pain, speak to me.
Lucky for us, that Acolyte's only going to draw one card. So, that's definitely getting cleared. Okay, now I have the option of playing Stormwind Knight, Screwjake Clunker, which I'm going to save. And I guess at this point I'll just develop a Ogre Brute. Alright, coin, 5-drop?
You're in trouble now.
Okay. So, options. First of all, I think we gotta see what the Ogre Brute hits. If we hit that, we can play out the charge and clear it. Alternatively, we can throw down a totem. The totems we're looking for is Taunt. Searing Totem wouldn't be half bad. Right now, it's just the only way to clear it. I mean, we can. The Ogre Brute has to hit it. Let's see what that hits. Okay. This will make that down to a 3. I could make it down to a 1, right? That'll make it 4. 2. I can't make it a 1-drop. So, at this point, I kind of have to
For the king.
go all in on this and
For honor.
clear that. There could have been a better play there, for sure. I'm not sure on that play. I think one option would have been just developing the Jungle Panther and going face with the Brute. Alright. That'll be 5 mana. I'm just going to go ahead and develop the Shield Maiden.
The hit.
But next turn we have Clockwork Gnome plus Screwjake Clunker into Totem. That's a very strong play from him.
Defensive systems online.
Oh my god.
That was an error.
That was a huge error on my part. I was not thinking. Oh wow. So basically I missed out on +2/+2, which would have made that a 4/3. Very well could be a game losing mistake. I hope not. Okay.
For a little while, I pack a big punch.
I am ready. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna hold on to the Panther. Of course. Naga Sea Witch. Interesting card here.
I will not be trifled with.
so far, A, I had a misplay. B, he's had some very good tempo cards, such as Stampeding Kodo and Flame Strike. And I just haven't been able to catch back up on the board. And he does have a huge lead. Again, Polymorph. So, it's going to be very difficult to come back in this game if it's even possible at all.
Greetings from beyond the grave.
Alright, I'm not going to give up quite yet.
For honor.
There is still hope. Another Flame Strike, and there's be no hope left. But I'm hoping that he does not have a second Flame Strike. More card draw. And another board clear. If I were him, I'd go all face. Because if he has a fireball in the deck at all, it's probably worth it. I mean, I'm going to play this to the end. But I think unless we get a taunt totem, it's GG.
Well played. I choose death.
Alright, so misplay and very good draw from him. It's going to get us with our first loss. That'll be 3-1. Let's go ahead and play another match here. As far as what we could have done to... I mean, it's hard to say, honestly. I mean, I definitely had a misplay playing the Screwjack Clunker out of turn. But...
GARROSH versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Victory or death.
Alright, I'm going to get rid of all this. I'm looking for Fiery War Axes. I'm looking for 1-drops. I've still yet to see my Zombie Chow, and I keep drawing, at least the last 2 games I've drawn pretty badly in the mulligan, so I'm not getting any 1 or 2 drops, which is kind of amazing because of how many 2-drops we have in the deck. There's a 2-drop, but not the one I'm looking for.
This is our time, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
The classic right there.
For a little while, I pack a big punch.
Play out the Micro Machine. It's not the best. I mean, you can just use the little scrub to kill it, but we gotta get something out there to establish some kind of board presence. Fortunately for us, we got a Stealth, and then the Storm of Night will clear that. And we can probably clear whatever he plays alongside it with the actual Jungle Panther. So, we should be good there. It'll be a good Battle Rage next turn, on turn 5 as well.
This is our time, scrub. For the king.
I'm gonna keep the Panther Stealth for now.
Honor.
Very nice 5-drop with the Venture Co.
I'll get right
It's a pretty good 1-drop for me. Let's see how we want to do this. Because technically, I can Battle Rage, draw 2, and I could trade those both in. That'll bring my Volcanic Drake down to 4? No, 3. Right. So I think that's the play. I'm going to Battle Rage. I hope I did this math right. Wait. I don't want to misplay again, so I'm going to check my math. With Battle Rage, that'll cost 2 mana. That'll draw us 2 cards. Dead, dead, dead. That'll reduce that down to 3. See if we draw into anything a little bit better. So the Fire War Axe does give us another option where we could potentially save the. But I think I like developing that volcanic drake. Nice solid body out there, and we can play Deathspite, which we will be doing. We got some nice big minions right now, which is really good for us. Moving into the late game, pretty much drawing all our big threats, and that's going to be crucial in this match. Because we haven't really got the initial board control. I mean, we have control now, but it took us a little bit of time to get there. And he has a lot of cards now, and a lot of options. Okay, sap? Or are we looking at potentially eviscerate?
So many options.
Okay. That's good for us, actually. We want to get that out of the way. And Naga Sea Witch is actually going to be a good card in this situation. Yeah. And I wonder what the synergy is with your minions cost 3 more and your cards cost 5. It probably makes everything cost 8, huh? I would imagine.
I will not be trifled.
So this is good when you have, like I said, when you have the big minions in your hand. I said from the beginning, it's going to be very, very crucial to have Naga Sea Witch, because now I can actually play the Force Tank Max. But I won't be able to play anything else with it. Ideally, you play Force Tank Max, you trade, and then you play a 3-drop. If it was actually turn 9, it would be the dream, because I could Screw Drink Clunker the Force Tank Max. Making a 9/9 be interesting.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
This will work out. Yeah, this will work out great. So here's what we do. And we got Sir Finley and Murgleton. Nice. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit the face. It's going to do 1 damage to that, pop the shield. Now we throw down Force Tank Max. Trade this. And then the question would be whether armor up, or I think any hero power is better than armor up. And turns out, yep, it is.
Reporting for duty.
So now we got the ability to make guys. Guys are good. And a double assassinate. Wow, okay.
Shall we put a kink in your plans?
Well-timed Saboteur. A little bit questionable to go ahead and unstop the Silent Knight, but, you know. I'm going to deal with the Saboteur real quick. And I think we play Bone Guard Lieutenant and then Ventrico. The Battle Rage would be nice. I don't believe we've used it yet. No, we did use it to draw 2 earlier, so we're going to have to just rely on what we got in our hand now, because we don't have much card draw aside from that left in the deck. Pretty sure we have none, actually. Now, having the guys almost like it's like maybe, I don't know how much of a card it is. For 2 mana, for 1/1. I mean, you can pay 0 mana and get a 1/1 with a card. But that's, so technically, I mean, it's probably like half a card. Maybe it's 0.25 card. This guy has a lot of Hungry Dragons. And a very good play from him. I like that. We will be able to clear the board, fortunately for us. Well, nearly clear the board. I don't think we have another But I'm gonna play it slow. Just play minion out.
Reporting for duty.
Forces him to dagger up and take it out. Okay, Fatal Knives. Eviscerate. Alright, well, this guy is drawing extremely well. It's very annoying. Lots of hard removal on his side. Alright, so we're just gonna have to go all in here.
Defensive systems online.
Hopefully he won't be able to kill us this turn. We're definitely in a card disadvantage. She's just...
You're in trouble now.
We need something big. I'm trying to think what could win us this match right now. Alright, I'm not gonna say it's over yet. He needs 1 damage. Well, that's gonna be a GG for us.
Reporting for duty. Well played.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just bad luck. I mean, I'm trying to see if there's any misplay I had, but... So 3-2. No worries, though. We are going to keep trucking on. Obviously, variants. So we just got to keep playing how we should be playing. I mean, we are getting the Fiery War Axes late these past couple games, so that's one factor. But I'll have to look back to see what kind of misplay I might have had. You just let me know in the comments if you think there's something I should have done differently.
Your soul shall be mine. Victory or death.
Alright. It's a good 1-drop right there to have. Okay, so we actually got a curve.
Who's up for an adventure?
I think the reinforce, definitely. The dagger's nice, but considering we have 4 weapons in the deck, we're not going to have time to play the dagger. And the guy's always better than the dagger, honestly. I got Hobgoblin. Leper Gnome hitting us is actually good because it gives us synergy there with Battle Rage, so we can already take a little bit of damage. Obviously, Worgen over Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin's great, but we are kind of waiting on maybe a Wisp or... I mean, first Turf Friendly Murgle Tomb would be nice, but it's too good to pass up playing that on turn 1. Alright, Lance Carrier is great in this situation. The question would be whether I could Lance Carrier on Sir Finley and then hope on the... Are we believing in RNGesus right now? I think so. No luck there.
Well played.
should have kept in mind that Lance Carrier can benefit from Hobgoblin. That was actually potentially a misplay.
Buying or selling.
Naga Sea Witch could be good, depending on what we get. Battle Rage is good.
I will not be trifled with. Oh, yeah, you got it. Oh, yeah, you got it. Stop hitting me.
I think that's the best play. If we trade 2 minions just for that Imp King boss, he just gets 2 minions back. It's not the best for us right now.
Buying or selling.
Lots of Dark Peddler action from him. Very good card in Arena. Not only are you developing a minion on the battleground, but on the field, you're also getting a card in your hand, which usually are pretty good. So we're hoping for a really good card here. Not exactly what we were looking for. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear that. I guess I'll Battle Rage.
Job's done.
Not really getting the cards we need here. I could see one really big lack in this deck is board clear or catch-up cards. Besides weapons, I mean, it's very difficult for me to gain simple back. So I knew that from the beginning. It'd be difficult.
Big plans.
Wow. That's insane.
Out the road.
Yeah, see, like, it's going to be very difficult to come back in this board state. There's just so much tempo on his side. And he's getting card draw from Jeeves. So we can play out the Despite and the Questing Adventure, or the Ogre Brute, I guess, would probably be the best play right now. Probably clear Jeeves. Next turn we will have kind of a board clear-ish. We'll be able to clear 3 minions with 1 hit. Fortunately, right now he has 8, 10, 13 damage. I have to hit it again. And yeah, this is just, wow. We would definitely need some executes to make this deck a lot better. I mean, we do have the slam, but at this point, I mean, it's GG. I mean, I can hit this, and then yeah. Wow, that was a really unexpected turn of events. I thought the deck would actually go on to do much better than it did initially, but I think we just lacked a lot of catch-up cards as well as board clear type cards. I mean, Gorehouse great, Despite, the War Axes are great, but we have no real way to actually clear the board. And, you know, we really never draw them to any kind of Korkron Elite, or, I mean, we got a Storm Knight here and there, but our actual clearing mechanics were very limited in this deck. And I knew that only having the slam and stuff like that was going to be bad. And that's one downside of Warriors, we don't really have those kind of mechanics. Coupled with the fact that I had some misplays. Let's see what we got though from this 3-3 arena. Alright, and we'll go ahead and open that pack as well. Oops. Alright. There we have it. Alright everyone, it's been a good arena. We will go ahead and end it obviously at that. I'm so sorry it was a 3-3 run. I think it definitely had the potential to be further. At least, you know, I predicted 8 wins. I thought I could definitely get 8 wins with that deck. But misplays and not really having the cards I needed to come back on a bad board state is kind of what let me down. I knew if I didn't get the board state early and hold on to it, and kind of hope that my opponent didn't have a really good way to win the board back with clear, such as Flame Strike, it was going to be a bad day for me. Anyways, until next time, expect some videos to be coming out, more arenas. Maybe check out this new Tavern Brawl. I'm going to look at it and see what it is. And we are going to get on that. Well, you guys have a great day, and this has been Justin with Justin Plays Arena. We will see you guys next time.